Hello Zenith women, and welcome to your favorite Sigma female channel. Not every woman needs a hero. Some just want the freedom to be one. In a world full of expectations, there exists a rare type of woman who defies them all, the Sigma female. She's the one who walks alone, not because she needs to, but because she chooses to. She's the captivating enigma, the woman who doesn't seek validation from anyone, and who men find themselves inexplicably drawn to, no matter how hard they try to resist. What is it about this elusive, independent woman that's so irresistibly magnetic? Science has a surprising answer. Her traits and mindset trigger an attraction response rooted deep in the psychology of human connection. Research shows that independence, mystery, and emotional intelligence are some of the most powerful drivers of attraction. And a Sigma female? Well, she has these in spades, but she's not interested in flaunting it. Think of her as the human version of a cat. If you come on too strong, she's gone. Play it cool, and maybe she'll let you in if you're lucky. So, why are men so drawn to the Sigma female? Spoiler alert, it's not because she's chasing them down. Instead, it's her ability to spark intrigue, inspire respect, and stay true to herself that makes her simply irresistible. Number 1. Independence signals high value. The independence of a Sigma female is magnetic, and it's one of the first things men notice about her. She stands out because she's not relying on anyone to shape her identity or fill a void. She knows who she is and what she wants, and that level of self-assurance is captivating. Psychology explains that independence sends a powerful message. It says this person values herself highly, which is a trait that others naturally find attractive. Independence is, at its core, a sign of self-worth, and people with a strong sense of self-worth are often more confident, driven, and genuine. Men are drawn to this quality because it sets her apart from the crowd. She's not seeking validation, she's living on her own terms, and that makes her presence feel refreshing and unpressured. In the world of attraction, independence doesn't just make someone desirable, it makes them feel almost unattainable, which adds another layer to the pull. Men tend to admire someone who doesn't need a relationship to complete her, but might choose one if it genuinely adds value to her life. This independence can create an aura of mystery, as she doesn't let anyone too close without good reason. She's selective, and that selection process in itself heightens her appeal because it shows a strong sense of standards and self-respect. Psychologically, humans are drawn to those who exude autonomy and freedom. It's the same instinct that draws people to leaders who stand alone, who don't rely on a group or external approval. The Sigma female, with her independence, taps directly into this deep-rooted attraction response, subtly but powerfully reminding those around her that she has her own life, purpose, and priorities. That combination of self-worth and autonomy is a rare, irresistible force. Number 2. Mystery and emotional distance trigger pursuit. The Sigma female is a natural enigma, and this sense of mystery captures men's attention in a way that few other traits can. She doesn't reveal everything about herself right away. She keeps parts of her life private, and that creates an allure that's both frustrating and fascinating. This isn't a game for her, it's simply how she lives. She doesn't feel the need to overshare or prove herself. Her emotional distance makes her feel complex and layered, as though there's always more to discover. For men, this hints at a chase, a challenge, something they can't have completely but can't stop trying to understand. The science behind this attraction lies in something psychologists call the pleasure of pursuit. Human brains are wired to enjoy challenges, to want what isn't easily available. The mystery around the Sigma female activates this instinct. She becomes a puzzle, and the thought of uncovering who she truly is becomes enticing. When she doesn't immediately reveal her emotions or intentions, men feel that they need to earn her trust to access her deeper self. This subtle distance heightens curiosity, almost like a magnet, pulling them closer despite not fully understanding her. Her self-contained nature means she's not in a rush to give away her affection or approval, and that only deepens the intrigue. This is where attraction turns from a simple interest into a pursuit. Men are drawn to her because she offers a different experience. She's not easy to pin down, And she doesn't follow the usual scripts. The chase is part of the appeal, and with her, it feels genuine. It's not about playing hard to get, it's about her being selective, keeping her life her own. In this way, her mystery taps into one of the oldest attraction triggers, making her presence unforgettable. Number 3. They create psychological safety through non-judgment. One of the most unique qualities of a Sigma female is her non-judgmental attitude, and this creates an undeniable sense of psychological safety. She doesn't feel the need to impose her opinions or critique others to feel validated. Instead, she gives people the freedom to be themselves around her, and this simple but powerful approach has a magnetic effect. Men, in particular, find this quality rare and compelling because it allows them to feel truly accepted, something most people deeply crave but rarely find. Psychological safety is a concept backed by research, and it's proven to be essential in both personal and professional relationships. When someone feels psychologically safe, they're more likely to open up, feel at ease, and share their true thoughts without fear of being judged or corrected. With a Sigma female, this feeling of safety is genuine because she's not looking to change anyone. She has no interest in shaping someone else's personality to fit her needs. Instead, she values authenticity and respects the unique qualities that each person brings. This non-judgmental approach allows men to lower their defenses and experience a different kind of intimacy, one based on acceptance rather than perfection. In a world where many people feel pressure to fit into certain molds or expectations, this sense of acceptance feels like a breath of fresh air. The Sigma female's ability to be open-minded and non-judgmental isn't just attractive, it's transformative. It builds a connection based on mutual respect rather than a need for approval, making her presence feel deeply grounding and genuine. For men, this level of understanding and freedom in a relationship is rare, and it draws them closer to her, knowing they can truly be themselves. Number 4. Their standard demands self-improvement. Sigma females are known for their high standards, both for themselves and for the people they allow into their lives. This isn't about superficial criteria. It's about core values, personal growth, and a commitment to becoming the best version of oneself. A Sigma female sets these high standards because she's deeply invested in her own personal development. She constantly strives to improve, expand her knowledge, and elevate her skills. This relentless commitment to growth makes her an inspiring presence, naturally raising the bar for anyone close to her. Research in evolutionary psychology shows that people who set high standards tend to inspire others to do the same. Men, in particular, find this quality intriguing because it challenges them. Her standards aren't demands or expectations, they're simply the way she lives, and this self-assured dedication to improvement subtly motivates others to reflect on their own goals and aspirations. Being around her makes them question whether they're reaching their potential, sparking an inner drive to push themselves further. The Sigma female's approach to standards is different from criticism or judgment. It's about setting an example of what it means to live fully and authentically. She isn't interested in controlling or shaping others, but believes that if someone is going to be part of her life, they need to share a similar respect for growth and self-discipline. This creates a dynamic where men are drawn to her not out of a need to meet her demands, but out of a genuine desire to better themselves. She acts as a mirror, reflecting both her own potential and the potential of those around her. Men find this powerfully attractive because it speaks to a relationship that goes beyond surface-level attraction, promising a partnership rooted in mutual growth and respect. Number 5. Authentic communication style without manipulative games. One of the most refreshing qualities of a Sigma female is her authentic communication style. She has little patience for playing social games or using manipulation to get what she wants. Instead, she values straightforwardness, expressing herself openly and honestly. This approach to communication isn't just practical, it's deeply appealing, especially in a world where people often use subtle strategies and indirect tactics to gain an advantage or elicit certain reactions. Her commitment to honesty cuts through all that, creating a connection that feels real and unfiltered. Research consistently shows that authenticity in communication is one of the most important factors in creating healthy, stable relationships. Honest communication builds a solid foundation of trust, and trust is at the heart of any lasting connection. When a Sigma female communicates, her words come from a place of genuine intent, and this has a profound effect on men. They know that with her, they don't have to decipher hidden meanings or second-guess her intentions. What she says is exactly what she means. This level of transparency is powerful because it's rare. Many people use indirect methods or play games to try to control the flow of a relationship. By not engaging in such tactics, the Sigma female creates a safe, predictable environment where her partner feels valued for who he truly is, not for how well he can read her mind or interpret mixed signals. This open approach fosters a unique kind of stability and freedom, one where both people feel secure enough to be themselves without fear of manipulation. Men are often drawn to this quality because it feels refreshing and trustworthy. They find themselves able to relax, knowing they're in a relationship that's grounded in honesty. With her, there's a mutual respect for authenticity that lays a foundation for a deeper, more resilient connection. Number 6. A sense of purpose, greater than romantic love. A defining trait of a Sigma female is her strong sense of purpose, a drive and ambition that go beyond the scope of any romantic relationship. She pursues goals and passions that give her life meaning and fulfillment on a deeper level, and these pursuits are an integral part of who she is. This dedication to something larger than romance makes her compelling because it signals that her life is filled with a self-made sense of purpose. She is not waiting for someone to complete her. She's already complete, focused on building a life that holds significance in and of itself. Psychologically, this sense of purpose is magnetic because it suggests a well-rounded, grounded identity. Studies have shown that people with defined personal missions and goals tend to exhibit higher levels of happiness and resilience. They are less dependent on external sources of validation, including relationships, for a sense of self-worth. For men, this is attractive because they see that she would maintain this inner drive whether or not she is in a relationship, making her appear independent and self-sustaining. Being around someone so focused and fulfilled often inspires them to reflect on their own lives and ambitions, creating a dynamic of mutual growth and respect. A Sigma female's purpose-driven life brings an aura of depth and focus, signaling that her values and priorities run deep. She isn't interested in a relationship simply for the sake of having one. She wants a partner who respects her journey, someone who adds to her life without becoming the center of it. This approach to relationships is refreshing and captivating because it shifts the focus from dependence to partnership. Men find themselves drawn to her because she embodies an ideal that goes beyond romance. She's someone with her own path whose presence adds substance and inspiration to their own lives. Number 7. They're masters of delayed gratification. Sigma females are masters of delayed gratification, an uncommon trait in a world that often pushes for instant results and quick fixes. While many may seek immediate rewards, a Sigma female understands the power of patience and long-term thinking. She's willing to put in the time, energy, and discipline required to achieve something truly meaningful. This ability to delay gratification speaks to her inner strength and ambition, signaling a mature outlook that focuses on lasting fulfillment rather than fleeting satisfaction. Psychologically, delayed gratification is linked to traits like self-discipline and resilience, both of which are key predictors of success and happiness. Studies show that individuals who can resist short-term temptations in favor of future rewards tend to be more successful in their careers, relationships, and personal growth. For men, this quality is deeply attractive because it reveals a partner who is not only driven, but also willing to invest in her own future with intention and care. The Sigma female's self-control shows that she's not swayed by momentary desires, which creates an image of stability and maturity that men find captivating. This approach to life also inspires others to think more long-term. Being around a Sigma female encourages men to reflect on their own goals and priorities, subtly challenging them to step back and consider what truly matters to them. Her dedication to self-improvement and careful planning demonstrates that she values growth, not just for the immediate rewards, but for the deeper purpose it brings to her life. Men are drawn to her ability to look beyond the present, seeing in her someone who has the discipline and foresight to build a life of real substance. This patience and commitment to her goals make her seem not only attractive but also deeply inspiring. Someone who values quality and depth in all areas of life. Number 8. Their passions and hobbies are intriguing and self-fulfilling. Sigma females are guided by personal passions and hobbies that they pursue entirely for their own fulfillment. These aren't interests shaped by social pressures or trends. Rather, they're activities that bring genuine joy, enrichment, or purpose to their lives. This deep engagement in things they love, without seeking external validation, makes them intriguing and magnetic. A Sigma female's self-contained nature means that her life isn't defined by others' approval. Her passions reflect an inner purpose, adding a richness and depth to her personality that others find irresistible. Studies show that people who are authentically engaged in hobbies and personal pursuits tend to be more attractive, as these activities communicate a sense of individuality, passion, and purpose. When a Sigma female dedicates time to her interests, whether that's art, a sport, a craft, or a career project, she reveals an independence and self-fulfillment that draws others in. She doesn't need someone else to make her life exciting or meaningful because she's already created that for herself. For men, this quality is particularly attractive because it suggests a partner who has her own life and identity, independent of a relationship. There's a refreshing absence of neediness or dependency, as she's not seeking someone else to complete her, but instead is simply looking for someone to share in her world. Her passions show she has a balanced, well-rounded life that brings her happiness and satisfaction outside of romance. This independence makes her seem more stable and less likely to demand constant attention, which in turn creates a space of mutual respect and appreciation. The Sigma female's dedication to her passions isn't just an admirable quality. It subtly encourages others to reflect on their own lives. Men feel inspired to nurture their own interests and pursue personal growth, recognizing that a true partnership doesn't revolve around filling each other's voids, but celebrating each other's unique passions. Number 9. Social proof through selective friendships. Sigma females don't seek validation through a large social circle or the number of people around them. Instead, they are selective about the friends they keep, often cultivating a small, tightly knit group of individuals who align with their values, intelligence, and character. This selectivity is a powerful trait because it functions as a form of social proof, a psychological concept where the quality of one's social connections reflects positively on their own worth. When men observe the caliber of the Sigma female's inner circle, they're not just impressed by her taste in people, they see it as a sign of her high standards and discernment. Social proof is a deeply ingrained aspect of human behavior. We are naturally inclined to trust people who are surrounded by others we respect or admire. By maintaining a carefully chosen network, a Sigma female communicates that she doesn't associate with just anyone. Her friendships reflect a level of sophistication, loyalty, and trustworthiness, qualities that are mirrored in her own behavior. This, in turn, signals to men that she is someone who values depth over quantity in her relationships. Her ability to maintain such a selective social circle suggests that she's not only discerning in her personal life, but also capable of loyalty and commitment. Men are drawn to this because it suggests that a Sigma female will be just as selective and loyal in a romantic relationship. The quality of her friendships implies that she doesn't just give her trust away easily, and that if she chooses to invest in a connection, it will be meaningful and strong. This sense of reliability and discernment makes her incredibly appealing. Someone who doesn't just go with the flow, but builds a life that's aligned with her values and principles. Number 10. Unapologetic self-confidence. Make men feel challenged. Sigma females embody a level of unapologetic self-confidence that makes them stand out in any crowd. They don't feel the need to explain or apologize for who they are. This confidence isn't just a superficial trait. It's deeply rooted in their understanding of their own worth, their abilities, and their life choices. Studies in psychology consistently show that self-confidence acts as a social magnet. People are naturally drawn to those who are sure of themselves because it signals strength, authenticity, and self-assuredness, which are inherently attractive qualities. For men, this kind of unshakable self-confidence presents an irresistible challenge. It isn't arrogance, but rather a quiet assurance that doesn't need validation from others. This suggests a woman who is mentally and emotionally independent, someone whose sense of self is not easily swayed by external opinions or circumstances. For men, this can be both intriguing and intimidating, because it makes them realize that winning her attention or affection isn't a matter of playing to her insecurities or trying to impress her with superficial gestures. She values herself too highly for that. Men find this level of confidence particularly appealing because it reflects a woman who is comfortable in her own skin, who knows what she wants, and isn't afraid to pursue it without seeking permission or approval. This unwavering sense of self-worth challenges them to be better versions of themselves. It subtly encourages them to think more deeply about their own confidence and how they project it to the world. In many ways, being around a Sigma female makes men feel inspired to step up, not out of a desire to compete with her, but out of a recognition that her presence elevates the standards of their own lives. The allure of the Sigma female isn't rooted in typical standards of beauty or conventional expectations. It's her depth, independence, and authenticity that draw men in. From her unapologetic self-confidence to her ability to foster meaningful connections without relying on validation, she offers something rare in a world often obsessed with surface-level interactions. The Sigma female doesn't seek attention or approval, but her strong sense of self and clarity of purpose make her incredibly magnetic. Men find themselves attracted not just to her presence, but to the challenge of keeping up with someone who demands more of herself and those around her. She is the embodiment of what it means to live on your own terms, to have a life filled with passion, integrity, and a commitment to growth. What makes her so irresistible isn't just her independence, but the way she inspires others to be their best selves. She doesn't play games, and she doesn't waste time on relationships that don't offer value. This unfiltered honesty, combined with her unwavering pursuit of her own goals, creates a dynamic that challenges men to reflect on their own lives and aspirations. In a world filled with distractions, the Sigma female is a beacon of authenticity, drawing those around her to embrace a higher standard of living. Ultimately, the attraction to the Sigma female is not about seeking validation or fulfilling a need. It's about the powerful, subtle force she exerts simply by being true to herself. She makes it clear that the most attractive thing anyone can offer is not perfection or approval, but the courage to live authentically, purposefully, and unapologetically. And it's this unique energy that makes men not only want to be around her, but strive to better themselves in her presence. If you've enjoyed this deep dive into what makes the Sigma female so captivating, don't miss out on more incredible content like this. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you can stay updated with our latest videos that explore the mysteries of attraction, self-improvement, and everything in between. Join a community that values authenticity, depth, and real connection, because we're just getting started. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Subscribe now. Thanks for watching and bye.